If you want to have a peek inside the Light Seer tarot cards, watch this video because I'm going to be unboxing my new deck. But before, let me welcome you to my channel, Weekly Tarot, the best place to receive the message from the universe and to learn about the tarot cards, the esoteric and the occult world. I am Seer and please remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss my upcoming videos. So here we have the Light Seer tarot cards. And I want to thank my dear friend Dinora for sending this deck to me. I really appreciate it because I've seen this deck a lot on social media, so I'm really curious about it. So then again, thank you Dinora for this gift. I really appreciate it. But let's see what's inside because I'm really curious. Here we have, it's completely sealed, so let's take the wrapper off first. And let's see what's inside this baby because I read so much positive reviews about this deck and everyone loves it, so let's see what is it that they love. But let's see, we take off the cap and we have the booklet first. It doesn't seem to be like a pretty good big booklet, it's actually pretty thin, so it's gonna just take a couple of days to study and to analyze, which is cool. And then we have the cards. So the cards, the first thing I can notice is that these cards are usually smaller than what I'm used to. Nowadays decks are super big, and well, the last decks that I had, the cards are bigger. So these cards are pretty cool. They come still with a little paper strap, but let's take it off. And here we have the cards. The background. The first thing that we notice when we get a new deck is the background. I'm loving this because it means that I can read the cards inverted or upwards depending how they come. So that's good because the background doesn't tell me the position of the card. And it's a really beautiful background. The fact that it's a dark color with green is beautiful. I think that I'm getting the vibes that this deck is going to be a lot about healing and moving forward with life, but I don't know. But so far I really like the back cover. It's like an eye, so pretty good design. But let's start flipping and see what's inside these cards. And we're started with the King of Pentacles, and this is beautiful. We have a old man holding a pentacle. He seems to be like in a study. He seems to be like on a library, so it's pretty nice. He has a dog by his side, so this card gives me a lot of good vibes. This card gives me a lot of, you know, contentment and joy. Completely different to the regular King of Pentacles, because usually the King of Pentacles represents a dark man, but now we can start seeing the difference here. So I really love this. Now let's see the next card. The Queen of Pentacles, beautiful, a very empowered woman, loving that she's holding the pentacle here, and the colors, all the nature, it relates a lot to the Queen of Pentacles vibes. I love it. Although this card could actually pass as the Empress. It's pretty cool, pretty lovely. Now let's see the next card. The Knight of Pentacles, and this is so beautiful. The man is not riding the horse, the first thing that I noticed, and they're walking, so it represents progress. And he's walking, he's like leaving a trace of coins, which is really nice because he's making a positive impact on the world. He's like really giving out wherever he goes. So this is really beautiful. I identify with this card because that's what I try to do with my journey. I always try to impact people positively. Well, let's see the Page of Pentacles, and it's a young woman like practicing yoga, or I don't know. The pentacle is not a coin, but it's more like this piece of art, and it's pretty lovely. She doesn't seem like interested in studies like the regular Page of Pentacles, but I'm liking it so far. The forecast I flipped are giving me like this relaxed vibes, like this relaxed sense. So the first impression that I had from the cards are kind of on point about healing and finding like a balance, and it seems that these cards are all about that. But when we see the Ten of Pentacles, we have here the Tree of Life. I noticed it's pretty obvious. And we have the people, we have a couple with childs playing, And here we have lamps, and it's really nice. I like it that all the pentacles are not coins, but we have a coin here, but then we have like these different patterns. Noticing the tree of life again, that's something to study if you're getting this deck. That's something really important to notice. We have the dogs, and I love it because it seems like a multiracial family, so that's good, inclusive, something that all decks are not. But let's see the Nine of Pentacles, and this is a card that I feel is more about liberation. It's not the regular abundance and prosperity message from the cards from the Nine of Pentacles, but it's more about being free and content with what you have. As you can see, there's a dove here which is about to fly, and all the pentacles are scattered around the card, so it's really nice. But for the Eight of Pentacles, this is beautiful. Is a girl who seems to be meditating or discovering her spirituality, connecting with herself, with her intuition, and all the pentacles are above her. So this card is all about that, connecting with yourself, working on yourself, taking care of yourself, so you can actually do better in life. One thing to notice is that so far, we have the Seven of Pentacles here, but before continuing, so far, these Pentacles cards doesn't seem related to money as the regular Pentacle cards are. So we have a really different deck here. Is beautiful. And now when we come back here, the Seven of Pentacles, we can see a man taking care of a tree that is growing, and the pentacles are the roots of the tree. So it's all about growing. It's all about, taking care of yourself so you can grow and evolve, and he seems like he cares. So pretty beautiful card. Now we have the Six of Pentacles, and this is really nice because we don't have the beggar, we don't have like the rich people giving money to others, we just have two people sharing coins. There's like not that hierarchy or financial difference between the people. They can just be sharing money, they can just be sharing energy. We can see here that it's like an infinity sign, so it's all about the give and take of life, and this is beautiful. And then again, it's not coins, even though it's pentacles, there's not coins, it's other things. So this cards has less material value than the regular cards. And then we have here the Five of Pentacles. Lovely. We can see a girl who seems to be struggling, who seems to be like crying and having a hard time. But then we have to notice here that we have a key and that we have the keyhole. So it's all about, this card is more about empowering. This card is about taking actions for you to take the key and open the door that are going to liberate you from your pain. Beautiful card, beautiful message, and completely different from what we know. But let's see the next card, the Four of Pentacles, and this is beautiful. In the desert, and the woman holding a purse, and in the purse we can see the coins, and this is really cool. She's looking back, but she's actually moving forward. So it seems like she's leaving behind the village that is actually going to help her grow and it's going to help her evolve. So completely different from what we know, completely different for the usual cards. Now for the Three of Pentacles, we have a man holding like this piece of art that the girls are threading, and this is beautiful. It's teamwork. It doesn't seem like they're criticizing him or guiding him, they're just having fun, and he's having fun too. So it's like another perspective, or the Three of Pentacles that usually refers to the criticizers that our work get. So these cards are pretty positive so far, and I'm liking it. But the Two of Pentacles, I love it. One thing to notice is that you don't see the infinity sign here. It is like here, but it's not directly shown as in the regular Two of Pentacles. So instead of representing like the struggle or the, sorry for the interruption, but I have a technical issue here. But coming back to the Two of Pentacles, as I was saying, we notice that there is not the infinity sign show directly in the cards as we're used to, and that she doesn't seem to be struggling. Instead, she seems to be enjoying the ride. She seems to be enjoying herself and enjoying her journey. So it's a different message from what we used to with the Two of Pentacles, but I think it's really nice. But now let's see the next card. And for the Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. We have two hands which are giving up like the pentacle, which has roots, and it's all about the hands giving you like the opportunities for you to grow. It's giving you like what you need in order for you to grow and to set your roots, you know, become a huge tree, you know, become something big once you take care of yourself and once you make sure that you nurture yourself and your progress. So these are the Pentacle suites. Tell me which one was your favorite Pentacle card. For me, it was the Knight of Pentacles. I really liked how that card was portrayed. So tell me which one was yours. Drop me a comment with that because I really would like to know. But let's see the next card to see what the next suit is. And we have the King of Swords, and this is pretty lovely. We have a young man with white hair, and I feel totally, I think this card represents me because I almost have white hair, even though I'm pretty young. He's very moemic. We have an owl here which represents intuition, and a crow here that also represents intuition and power, intuitive power, and a bat. So this is a card that represents a lot of intuition, a lot of vision, and we have the mountains of the back. So it's really beautiful. He doesn't seem to be as strict as the regular King of Swords, but he's more like judging on the inside. He's like observing people, observing everything, and then I'm sure he will be making his mind. But let's see the Queen of Swords, and this is lovely. She's sitting on this pedestal and she's just watching. We have the air sign here with a crow probably, but she's just like, she gives me the vibes of the regular Queen of Swords. She's judging, she's listening, while at the same time she doesn't seem to be too flexible. So this is nice, pretty beautiful. And for the Knight of Swords, interesting. We have a man who's running after his motorbike. Again, I'm noticing a lot of crows in the sky, and he's like on a meadow, but he's running after the motorcycle. So that tells me that this card is all about catching up with life. This card is all about catching up with the opportunities and to do not let them pass, which is completely different from the regular Knight of Swords. So it's a completely different vibe. Then again, this deck is giving me like a lot of healing, a lot of, you know, little lessons that you need in life in order to move forward. And for the Page of Swords, we have this girl who has a book in her hand and these light bulbs, and this card represents a lot about studying knowledge, seeking knowledge and growing. Very beautiful, and it's really nice. I like this card. But for the Ten of Swords, very interesting. There's no one being pierced by swords, and I don't actually see the swords here, but we have a woman walking into the sunshine with the crows flying around her, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably the crows represent the swords here, so that could be an option. I really like it. I have mixed feelings about this card. I like that she's walking into the sunshine. That represents a usually message of the Ten of Swords about a new day coming around, and she's walking right towards it. But for the Nine of Swords, we're right about that. Before anything else, we write about the crows here representing the swords. I don't see the swords anywhere else, but I'm noticing the crows. We have a woman crying, feeling anxious, desperate. So same feelings, and it's pretty different from what we're used to. Now for the Eight of Swords, This is really nice because we have a woman who has a mirror in front of her, and in her reflection we can see how she's all blindfolded and tied up. So this card is about the perception that we have about ourselves and how we can tie ourselves with our own judgment and with our own ideas or perceptions that we have about ourselves. So this is a beautiful card. It's insightful. But let's see the next card, the Seven of Swords. And we have a man who seems to be like attacking the crowds because he has a knife here. We can see the feathers, and this crowd is like scared. And we can see that, and we have the moon here. So we can see that this card is all about people who is taking off or who's making like hurt to us, or is like being a threat to our spirituality or to our beliefs. Let's see the next card, the Six of Swords. We just have a woman here with a red cape, and the boat is being led by the crowds. Really beautiful. The water is messy and she's holding a suitcase. So this is a card that represents shame, just like the usual Six of Swords, but it's all about self-shame. It's all about the judgments that we have about ourselves. So this sword switch is all about the ideas we have about ourselves and how much hurt we can do to ourselves when we don't really take care of ourselves and when we don't really love ourselves. But for the next, we have the Five of Swords, and we have a man who seems to be like in pain with a crow on his shoulder, and there in the back we have a man who seems to be rejoicing. So this is all about the ups and downs of life, when sometimes we have to win and sometimes we have to lose. It's all about understanding that and accepting that we cannot win all the battles in life. Whereas for the Four of Swords, we have a woman laying in a nest with a hair here laying next to her and a red string around her. And this is a card about patience. This is a card about trusting that the right partner will come to you in life, or that eventually you're gonna get on a good point with yourself and you're going to love yourself. So beautiful card. Now let's see the Three of Swords. And as we can see, there is a woman who's crying or screaming. She seems to be in pain. We have three swords hitting her tattoo, and her heart is being completely pierced. A dead tree, so representing a lot of pain, representing a lot of hurt. And we can see that she's tied by a red string too. So it's represents the struggle that our emotions can inflict upon us. But let's see the Two of Swords. And as we can see, there is a woman dressed in black with two crowds blindfolding her and with black strings all around her. But she's like on a defensive position, so she's trying to defend herself for the negative thoughts, maybe intrusive thoughts. So it's pretty interesting, very different. And wow, this is beautiful. For the Ace of Swords, we have the maze that our mind is and how lights emerge from it. We have math here and science, and I love it. This is my favorite card. I really like it, and it's beautiful. It's all about how we can have all the answers within ourselves when we just dig down in ourselves to find them. So this is my favorite card. Tell me, what was your favorite card from the Swords suite? I really like to know. And actually drop your comments about your opinions about this deck. But now for the King of Cups, we have a handsome man. He's like playing with his bowl. He's on the sea, chillaxing in meditation. Nothing can bother him, and I love it because unlike the regular King of Cups who seems to be struggling with life, he's in his place, and that's nice. That's what we all need to thrive and to look for. For the Queen of Cups, the same vibes. She's just in the water. She has a cup here and she's just like enjoying herself and her spirituality. Beautiful. But now for the Knight of Cups, we have a man, we have a white horse here, beautiful, and he's holding roses. He seems to be like on a date, waiting for his date, and that's pretty cool. And he has, you know, little wings on his Converse, so that's nice. But then again, he's like waiting for the right person, and this card is all about that, being patient and being ready for when love knocks on your door. Now let's see the next card, and we have the Page of Cups, and this is curious, interesting. I imagine these are his legs, and he's just having tripping, and there you have a pig with wings here. So I don't know what's going on here, but it's really nice and fun. I'm just sure that he's tripping. But let's see the Ten of Cups, and this is beautiful. We have the rainbow with all the cups, the kids and the couple here watching, sitting on the rainbow, so that's awesome. So that means it's really love. They're really enjoying the ride, watching the kids play. This is beautiful. But now the Nine of Cups, this is a card of liberation. So you can see she's emerging from a treasure, and she's like releasing all the cups. So this is about liberating yourself, and it's pretty beautiful. It has a pretty strong message about just letting go and go with the flow of life. Whereas for the Eight of Cups, we have a woman emerging like from a lake here and walking into the sun. Then again, leaving the past behind and walking towards light, towards a bright future. Pretty nice. I really like it. But now let's see the Seven of Cups. Interesting. Let's look at this. Let's analyze this. The Seven of Cups usually represent all the desires and all our dreams that we can have in our earthly journey. But here the cups are like hidden the desires. Here the cups are hidden the treasures that usually the cups contain. And the man is trying to choose one cup for himself, or maybe one cup to follow. So this is all about discovering yourself, discovering what you want in life, discovering what makes you happy. And you know, it's all about the struggle of making decisions in life, because we never know what might happen and if the decisions we do will be good for us. But the Six of Cups, this card represents growth. You can see the kid here with a little dog, and all the cups that leads to the old man, well, to the young man with the old dog. So it's all about growth. It's all about understanding that in life we change, we evolve, and it's all about accepting that. But the next card, the Five of Cups, this is beautiful. She's like pouring herself into the little hole here on the ground. Beautiful design, and this is pretty cool. I really need to study more this card, because I'm having like no sense of that unless that she's putting out her vibes to waste. I don't know. I need to read the booklet to understand this card, but it's good. Now let's see the Four of Cups. We can see here a woman, young woman, who has that annoying attire of the regular Four of Cups. A new cup is presented to her filled with colors, and I'm sure that this will help her, you know, be more happy in life. But she seems to be reluctant to take this. So it's all about widening your perceptions and your vision. But the Three of Cups, this is interesting. This is very, very, very cute. The three women, they're not drinking, they're not raising her cups in the air, they're just watching the stars. So this is all about the true friendship that stick with us during our spiritual journey. And it's a really more chill version of the Three of Cups, which I think is cool. Now for the Two of Cups, this is so beautiful. We don't have the partner, we don't have like the couple there usually is, but we have an interracial relationship, and from their hands they're putting a rainbow, filling the cups, the emotions, the love is real. I love it that it doesn't have a gender, so it can be man and woman, men and men, women and women, and this is beautiful. But now let's see the next card. We have the Ace of Cups, and we have a woman holding a cup from which inside his heart, representing the pure heart, just like the regular Ace of Cups. So this is really beautiful. Now these are the cup suites. Tell me which was your favorite cup card. For me, it was the Page of Cups. That card was wild. I didn't know what's going on. It's just all trippy, and I really like that card. But let's see the next suite. And we have the King of Wands, and this is powerful. This is really powerful. We have a young man here, and we have a lion in his back. So like, he's not afraid of the lion. He can tame the lion. So this is all about power. This is all about the strength, and this is really, really nice. But let's see the Queen of Wands, empowering again. She is strong. She knows her power. She can actually make fire. She has her black cat here. A lot of intuition, a lot of empowerment. Beautiful. Really, really nice. Now let's see the next card, and we have the Knight of Wands, and we have a woman, and we have here the horse dancing. She's dancing too. She's having a good vibe. She's really enjoying her ride. In difference with the regular Knight of Wands that usually looks confused and don't know where he's going, she's just enjoying herself and her moment wherever she is. So it's all about, it's a really nice message. It's all about just enjoying and having a good time, nothing else, because that's what life is. We don't know when we may leave. For the Page of Wands, we have another girl dancing. Then again, she just look having a good time with her wand here. In the desert, she doesn't care. She's just content. And this is nice because even though when we don't know where we're going, we have to enjoy the ride. Well, let's see the next card, the Ten of Wands. And we can see a woman here and an ox. So she seems like she's gone a long way. And this card reflects our journey. This card reflects what we've been through, and that we should be proud of that. And also this reflect about moving on and growing to looking for a real ground. But let's see the next card, the Nine of Wands. And this is beautiful. Unlike the annoyed and the perplexity of the regular Nine of Wands represents, she seems to be really sure of herself. She seems to be protecting herself because, as we can see, she's inside the wand. She's not outside the wand. So that's important to notice. And she has like a more powerful attire. So pretty nice. Well, let's see the Eight of Wands. This is so beautiful, colorful. All the wands are like going into the center, and they're like ignited. And it's all about following your path, focusing on what you want to do, focusing on your dreams, because everything is possible for you. I love this Eight of Wands. Now let's see the next card, and we have the Seven of Wands, and we have a woman meditating with the Seven Wands. So this is all about having the mental strength and the spiritual strength to not let the problems that we're going through overwhelm us. So beautiful message. And now we have the Six of Wands. We have a woman. She seems to be like presenting herself to a crowd. Maybe she's an actress or a singer, and she's just having a good time and sharing her energy with her public. So this is pretty nice, pretty beautiful. Now for the Five of Wands, I love it. The same pattern of the regular Five of Wands. That's something that I always look forward to see. The man don't know what they're doing with the wands. This one is doing fire. And we also have a woman here, so it's not just men. We have like cooperation between men and women. Love it, pretty nice. You can feel the mess, you can feel the chaos that usually this card represents. So they don't know what they're doing, but that's part of life too. Figuring out how to live life. Now for the Four of Wands, we have two women, and we have like a circus. Here, they're dancing, they're having a good time, they're celebrating. Nothing new from the Four of Wands, so I think this card sticks to the book. Now let's see the Three of Wands. And this is so cool. We have a woman, she's holding a surfboard. She's looking into the sea, probably she's going to surf. She wants to have a good time, and she wants to ride the wave. So it's all about going with the flow and being ready to go with the flow, because in life we cannot control the tide. I like how that sounds. But now let's see the Two of Wands. And here we have a woman inside her room, just like looking out the window with the glove right in front of her, as if she wants to go out, she wants to explore, but she's not allowing herself to do it. So it's a card about following your dreams. It's all about not trapping yourself in your room, but actually go towards, go do what you want to do, because the world is there waiting for you. Now the Ace of Wands, pretty beautiful. And we have a woman here with a fire on her head, really nice. And with that, we finished the one suite. Tell me which was your favorite one suite card. Mine, I think it was the Three of Wands. I like that card with the girl with the surfboard. So let's see the Major Arcana to see how this deck surprised me with the Major Arcana. And first we have the World. Pretty simple, pretty nice. It is what it needs to be. The woman in the circle with, we actually have an Ouroboros here. This is a snake, so you have an Ouroboros here. It's all about the cycle of life. Now let's see the Judgment card. And this is all about liberating yourself and your spirit. So beautiful. And what's beautiful is that no one is actually calling you like in the regular Judgment, in which we have an angel with a trumpet calling you out of your body, but she's just liberating herself from her. So pretty nice. The song, this is colorful, powerful, and beautiful. She's having a good time riding, walking, you know, enjoying the ride, and she's, you can just feel how happy she is. Now let's see the Moon. Pretty different Moon card. We have a white wolf and a black wolf howling to the moon, and we have the woman underwater, probably drowning. So it's all about the struggles of life. The struggles are real. So this card is all about that. Now let's see the next card, and we have the Star. And we have a woman who seems to be like making a wish upon her star, and that wish is going to be granted because you can see like the thread here of light. But it looks like a really whimsical card connecting with the universe. Really nice. Now for the Tower, this is pretty good. I can see any tower in here, but I can see a lightning, I can see monarch butterflies. No tower. Interesting approach. It's not even a tree, so I like the design, but I don't like it that this is a tower card. It represents transformation and the struggle and all the changes that the tower represents, but when I see the tower card, I like to see a tower. But well, all decks are different and we just have to accept them, just like we have to accept everyone around us. This is handsome. And the Devil. This is funny. This is funny because we have the Devil, we have a man, and we have here the Aleister Crowley magic star. So this is funny. And we can have here like the shadow of a man he's controlling. And this is all about being controlled by our vices, being controlled by, you know, the chains that we put ourselves in life. But this is hot. I want to date this Devil. Now let's see the next card, and we have Temperance, and we have here a man with wings, the moon and the sun. It's all about balance. It's pretty nice. Different from the regular Temperance, but I like that they represented the balance with the moon and the sun. He's just chilling, having a good time. This deck is really chill. This deck is really, you know, relaxing, calming, connecting with yourself. So that's nice. Lovely. I love this card. Now I'm in a struggle because I thought that the Devil was going to be my favorite card, but this Death and Rebirth card is beautiful. I see like a hoodie with the woods inside of the hoodie and a light, but it's pretty handsome. It's about being rebirthed from inside, like the death actually represents, and not from the outside. Now I have a tough decision to make. But the Hangman, you have a woman hanging, but not as in death, but from a piece of cloth. She's just performing, she's just having a good time. She doesn't seem to be a struggle at all. Now we have Justice, and this is beautiful. I like this card. We have two women holding the same sword. So it's like her own reflections and the different opinions and feelings that we can have about the same thing in life. So it could represent that struggle. Nice card. And following we have the Wheel of Fortune. You just call it just the wheel, but for me it's always the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Tarot here. She's standing on the top of the card, and she has dice around her, which represent luck, which represents, you know, good fortune, and light, dark, balance. So same meaning. I have it here. So I really like it. Now we have the Hermit, and we have a woman sitting like in the top of a mountain. We have here the staircase that she took to get over there, and she's like shining. So it's all about connecting with yourself, because once that you connect with yourself, you're going to be able to shine no matter where you are. Even if you're going through a dark time, you can always shine. So next we have the Strength. Interesting. We have the woman, and the woman turns into a lion, and here we have a little lamb. This is a different approach. Here is the infinity sign. I don't know what to say about it. It's all about how you can be fearful, but at the same time you can be innocent. Part of being human, part of the duality of humanity. But it's really interesting. Now we have the Chariot, and this is handsome. This is like really cool. We have two horses, one white, one black, and the man riding the Chariot. They're going at full speed. He has a focused look on his face, so he's going directly to where he wants to go. Now we have the Lovers, and this is beautiful, very passionate. We can feel like, you can actually feel like the connection. This couple, they're really attracted to one another, and it's all about passion. I wouldn't say this lover is all about love, but more about passion, more about lust, you know, like the attraction. But that's good. Now we have the Hierophant, and we have a man who has come down from the staircase. Well, I don't know if either is coming down or is about to go up, but he's laughing, he's having a good time. He actually doesn't seem to mind or to care that he might be at the bottom of the stairs that can lead him to enlightenment. So it's pretty nice. Now for the Emperor, here we have a man with the king in the chest. This is good. He seems to be a little bit worried. He's sure of himself, but at the same time it seems like something is circling him. So probably he's not so sure of himself. We have an ankh here in his arm, and I don't know, I have mixed feelings about this Emperor card. Now we have the Empress, and this is beautiful. We have a woman, and she's pregnant, and her belly is the world, because women are the one who made the world what it is. They gave birth to people, and people populate the world, so God is a woman. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful. Beautiful art, beautiful meaning. Perfect card. Now let's see the High Priestess. Oh, the High Priestess is the card on the box. This is lovely. The woman, she's just embracing herself and her spirituality, we could say. So, pretty good. Now let's see the Magician. I'm curious to see the Magician of this card. This is good. The Magician. We have a man who's like meditating upon a hole here. He's giving and receiving energy, so he's on the infinity, forming part of the infinity cycle of life. This is cool. I like it. And finally, we have the Fool, which is a woman who is just in the edge of a cliff. She's holding her crystal, she's holding her spirituality, so she seems to be fine. And well, with that, I finish the Major Arcana. Tell me, which was your favorite Major Arcana card? For me, I think it was the Devil. I think that card was super hot, and I'm just going by the looks here. And overall, my opinion about this light Seer style deck, I will say I would rate it with a 7.5 out of 10, because even though the designs are great, even though they're pretty cool cards, I think that they're lacking soft shadow work. I see too many little cards that reflect about shadow work, that reflect about how life can be dark. And the vibes that I got from this deck is all about being happy, content, no matter where you are, be happy, and that's not possible in life. In life, you're going to have moments in which you're going to struggle, in which you're going to experience darkness, and sometimes you have to go through that darkness in order to evolve and to metamorph into a better version of you. So if anything, that's the only comment that I will have to say about this deck. That is too happy, it's about being too content, and it's a little bit unrealistic. But I think it would be great to do readings with it, because it could always bring like a positive message to my clients. And I want to thank my friend Dinora again for sending me this deck. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to drop a comment with your favorite cards of this deck, and if you have decks that you'd like me to recommend for me to get and review it, let me know, because I really like doing these videos. So then again, follow me, subscribe to my channel actually, and follow me on social media so we can keep in touch. Remember that I'm always doing free exercise every Sunday, and that I'm sending always horoscope in my newsletter. So trying to follow me on Twitter, join my newsletter, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications so we can keep in touch. That's it for today. Thank you so much again for watching, and until the next time. Bye.